Welcome back to Great Day St. Louis. As we wrap up this all-important Heart Health Month, here's a question. Do you know what your heartbeat sounds like? Probably not, because it's probably pretty hard to hear on your own. But when was the last time you had a doctor listen to your heart? If it's been a while, this is a reminder to schedule an appointment with your doctor so they can check for you for issues like A-Fib. I think this is something a lot of us have heard about, but we're not totally sure what it is. That's where Dr. Andrew Birdie comes in today, a heart rhythm specialist at St. Luke's. It's good to see you.
Great to be here this morning. Thank you for having me on.
So A-Fib, as I mentioned, a lot of people have heard about it. What exactly is A-Fib?
Well, A-Fib is just an irregular heart rhythm. What happens is the top chambers of the heart beat too quickly. This causes the heart to beat irregularly and causes blood to flow abnormally within the heart. This can cause a lot of symptoms like palpitations, racing heartbeat, fatigue, poor energy, for some people lightheadedness or even shortness of breath. The other issue with A-Fib is that irregular blood flow can cause blood clots to form in the heart. If those aren't treated, that can actually cause a stroke. A-Fib is the most common abnormal heart rhythm in the country. Currently, there are 5 million Americans that we know of suffering from A-Fib, and it's thought that that number will be closer to 12 million by 2030.
So you mentioned if it's not treated, it could lead to a stroke. What are the treatment options for someone with A-Fib?
Well, treating A-Fib is a highly personalized decision that I would make an individualized plan with everyone that I see with A-Fib. We focus on two pillars, the blood flow and the rhythm. Treating the rhythm can be done with medicines or a procedure, and this procedure is called an ablation. It's minimally invasive, and catheters are actually put inside of the heart directly. This lets us find, target, and treat the underlying causes of A-Fib. For the abnormal blood flow, those blood clots, the most common way to treat this is take a blood thinner every day. Though for those who qualify, there's a different type of procedure that can reduce the risk of stroke without the need of a blood thinner.
As we mentioned at the introduction, though, we don't know what our heartbeat sounds like. So for people watching, when would you suggest it's time to call a doctor to find out if they have A-Fib or just any heart conditions at all?
Well, anyone who's having those sort of symptoms I mentioned before, palpitations, racing heartbeat, your energy just isn't what it used to be, talking to your doctor is always a great idea because a heart rhythm could be behind it.
Good advice. Thank you so much, Dr. Birdie. And for more information or to get in contact with Dr. Birdie or any of the team at Heart Specialist at St. Luke's, you can call 636-685-7709 or find them on the web at stlukes-stl.com. Guys?
Good talk. Good stuff there. Thank you both.